What's going on, my people? Welcome to a new season of Let's Get Right podcast. It's a new me, it's a new mission, and it's a new purpose. So when I say let's get right, I mean like let's get right mentally, emotionally, physically. Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I've been struggling. Like when I say struggling, I've really been struggling, like mentally. Um, Not feeling worthy of things, coming up short. I feel like as a man, as a father, as a husband, as a brother, as a son, when I look myself in the mirror, I don't see the person I want to see. Like I look at a man that's lost, that's misguided. I see a man that don't know if he's going left or right. I see a person that know what he wants, uh, more than capable to go get what he wants, but just don't know how to make that first step. And the past like 2 weeks, it's like a light bulb had hit, like it switched. And I realized that the only person that's going to turn the page in your life is you. I'm talking about me. And I had to make a move. Like before, I start something, give it a week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe in a month, then I stop. I try something else, start it, do it, stop. I plan something, plan, but don't execute. And then I'll be like, why am I where I'm at? And that's it right there. So I wanted to change the format of Let's Get Right a little bit. Like I didn't want it to be motivational. I didn't want it to be all like preachy because I'm not a preacher. I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm not here to motivate anybody. I'm just here to tell my story. And if you can get some motivation from my story, I'm all for it. But I just want to just dive into like what my mental goes through, like what I see on the day to day, how I grind, um, how I hustle, how my day to day looks like, and how this got me to where I'm at today, where I feel like I can accomplish and do anything. I don't feel like I can be tamed. I feel like I can't be stopped. So, you know, I just want to welcome anybody that's tapped into Let's Get Right podcast because this is everything to me. This is my therapy. This is my journal. This is my open letter. So with this episode, I wanted to let you guys know this is a new season. This is a new me. This is a new purpose. This is a new discipline. Like I'm not motivated no more. I'm disciplined. And I think that was a difference that I had before. I was trying to like seek motivation, and I feel like motivation can get you to start something, but motivation doesn't keep you to start something. It gets you like in the door, but then you end up getting pushed out the door because that motivation wears off. You have to be determined. You got to be disciplined. And that's something that I've learned. You got to have a plan. You can't just be like, oh, I'm motivated to do this today. And then like, life hits you and then you get knocked off and you're not motivated no more. This right here is my recipe for life proof to where I'm so determined and so focused that when life throws me something, it's not gonna knock me off my curve because I've been there before. Like I'm 38 years old and I've been through so much in my life that now it seems like, all right, been there, done that. Like what's next? Like I'm so disciplined now that there's no other option but to win. I done lost so much in my life I can't lose anymore. Like, and I wouldn't even say I lost. I would just say I would say my L's is lessons, not losses. So when I, get knocked off the plate a little bit, I just have to square my shoulders. I might have to adjust the playbook a little bit, and then I just dive right in because when you look at me, Babane, I want you to see a man that has some faults, that took some L's, but he rose. he kept fighting. He kept clawing. He kept learning. He kept growing. He kept, pushing the needle. He kept trying things until he found his niche. He kept trying things until he figured it out. I don't want to just be rich. I want to be wealthy. I don't want to be just successful. I want to be empowering. I want to I want to motivate. I want to uplift. I want to help. I want to guide. I want to um, push. I want to push the needle. I want to leave a legacy. Like I don't want to just leave money for my kids, my family. I want to leave a legacy. I want to leave something that's worth more than money. Like I want to be able when my kids look back, be like, you know, my dad, he changed the world. Not with his money, but with his visions, with his mental, with his, I guess, quotes, things I've learned throughout the life. Because I'm man, like I said, I'm flawed. I'm not perfect. I'm flawed, very flawed. I make mistakes every day. I made mistakes in my marriage. I made mistakes in, my parenthood. I made mistakes in my past marriage. I make mistakes, with my parent, my family. Like I make mistakes all the time. But the thing about it is I'm learning from the mistakes so I can be better. Because when I look at myself in the mirror, I want to look at the man that I want to be proud of. And I'm getting there. I'm not nowhere near there, but I'm getting there. And I feel like, with the work that I'm doing, I feel like there's going to turn around quick because before the problem was I was chasing a bag. Like before all it was money, money, money. Gotta get this money, gotta get this money. And instead, I need to chase peace. Like I have to chase peace because, in this season that I'm in, money comes and goes. Like I done made a lot of money, I done made a less amount of money. But the thing was, I felt the same way, and I was like, "Dag, like, back when I was making good money, I was, able to buy all the materialistic stuff, but I still feel like I had a big hole missing. And when I made less money, I felt the same way, So it's like I made good money, before I made good money, and I made less money, whatever that looks like. I've had opportunities, different jobs, different careers, and it's like, hey, B, it's not. I don't think it's the money. It's you're not chasing the peace because you're so busy chasing the bag that you put yourself in situations that's not happy, that's not freedom, that's not peace. So now I'm in the process of chasing peace. And peace is what does that look like? That's something that, I'm trying to figure out. Being financially comfortable, to be able to afford the lifestyle, that I want to live. I want to live a simple lifestyle. I want to be able to pay my bills without thinking twice. I want to be able to, provide my wife and my kids and family with a comfortable life. Like I ain't expecting to have like a mansion or 8 or 9 cars. If that's in the cards for me, I will take it, but I don't have to have it to look at success. Success is being able to look on my wife's face and she not have to worry about a single bill. Like that's success to me. Or being able to buy my sons or my daughters whatever they heart desire without even having to be like, oh, wait till next check, or daddy doesn't have it right now, or you know, making up a story about something that why they couldn't get it, because my kids are very, very simple. Like they don't ask for much. So being able to provide that's success to me. And I ain't even talking about just materialistic things. I'm talking about experiences like trips. Um, you know, that's my definition of success. Everybody's success is different, but I'm talking about mine. I'm not talking about nobody. I'm talking about what mine look like. Being able to wake up and do things that I love, not things that I have to do just to pay a bill. That's not peace. A peace is to me being able to wake up and not have to clock in somewhere, but do stuff that I love to do and make money doing it. That's my peace. But for me to get that, I have to create this game plan that I'm working on that is life proof. What I mean by life proof is that nothing can knock it off its hinges. Like it's on there so tight that life can throw the craziest thing and I can just shake it off and just keep it pushing. Cause that's what it means for me when I say it's life proof. Like I'm so locked in right now, like nothing can throw me off of that. And before it could, because I feel like before I was all over the place. I didn't sit down to really come up with a game plan, a structure. I was just out here on a limb, just putting everything on my back and just walking with a backpack, the wind blowing and it just taking me wherever. The wind blow me left, I'm going left and I'm staying over there. If the wind blow me right, I'm staying right and staying over there. But now I have a vision, I have a goal, and I had a determination. And that's powerful. And I want you guys, anybody that's here that's going through what I'm going through, or even like feeling how I'm feeling, like I'm not telling you to like write this down, but I'm telling you just think about it. Just take a minute to sit back and really think about where you're heading. Like where you going? Are you just in survival mode? Because sometimes that's what we are. Sometimes we just in survival mode. Sometimes we're just doing what we gotta do to pay the bills, and that's okay, and that's okay. But we need to come up with an exit strategy, an exit plan to get out of survival mode. Because survival mode can be one of those situations you can be in it for 30 years. You look up, you 80 years old, and you haven't accomplished anything. And I feel like that's where I was heading. I was really heading to that situation. I'm looking up, like I went from, I'm gonna be honest with you, I went from being in my 20s to looking up 38 years old, and I feel like I haven't accomplished anything yet. I'm like, oh man, I'm pushing 40. And I'm still, to me, that's still young. That's not old. To me, it's still prime, but it's like, I don't want anyone that's listening that's younger than me to just be in survival mode, just working 2 and 3, 4, 5 jobs just to pay the bills and not really enjoying life and not creating a plan to live in freedom, to live in peace. Because the peace is one of the most important things in the world. If you got peace, can't nobody knock you off of it. When you got peace, can't nobody straddle you. Can't nobody throw you off a loop. Can't nobody, you know, take you to a dark place. Like, can't nothing you see on social media make you feel different or make you feel like you're not good enough, you're not worthy, or what you're doing is not good enough. Because at the end of the day, only thing that matters is pleasing God first and your family second. No, I take that back. I take that back. I take that back. I feel like pleasing God first, pleasing you second, because you should come first, and then pleasing your family. Because if you ain't right, nobody around you is right. And that's something that took me a long time to realize. If I'm not right, nothing else around me is right. Like if I'm just always just focused about what everybody else think or how everybody else happiness, and then you just ignore yours, you just a zombie. And I've been a zombie for a long time. And that's nobody's fault but my own. Like nobody's putting a gun to my head. Nobody's telling me that, oh, you got to do this, you got to do this. I chose that. I was so pointed just putting everybody else's needs in front of my own that I feel I got lost in myself. And it's been a time for a change, but I feel like that's the first step of being in peace. It's making sure yourself is good, making sure your health is good, making sure your mental is good. Mental is very important, you know. I've been in active depression. I was for a long time. Had to go to therapy for that. A lot of people don't know that, but I did. And I'm being honest because I feel like the honesty that I'm having, I have to get it off my chest. If I want to be real transparent with you guys, I got to keep it 100. So I've been through a lot of the things that you guys, see on TV or whatever. It's my truth. Like I'm not perfect, and I'm not trying to create trauma, and I'm not trying to trauma bond nobody. I'm just telling you my story, and I want you guys to take something out of this to learn from. Because I will succeed. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. Only person that can stop me is me. I'm my biggest opponent. Nobody else. Nobody else can stop me. Nobody else can persuade me. Nobody else can halter what I got going on. Like no job or no man can stop me from doing what I'm going to do. Only person that could stop me is God. And I feel like he's only going to stop me for something that's not meant for me. And I'm okay with that. Like for the longest time, I used to feel like, why am I not getting this or getting that? Because it's not for me. Because what's for me is for me, period. So it's not like one of those things where I am getting things that's not for me. And sometimes I have got things that weren't for me. That's why it hasn't worked out for me. Because sometimes, like my mom used to always tell me, sometimes you get what you ask for. Like when you pray on something you need to be careful what you're praying for, because sometimes the things that you're praying for ain't meant for you, and he ain't meant to give them to you. But sometimes he puts you in those situations where you can learn from them. That's why I always say I don't take losses, I take lessons. Because a lot of things that wasn't for me that he had to show me, I had to take lessons from him. And now that I'm 38 and I'm a little bit more wiser, a little bit more knowledgeable, I can sit back like, all right, that wasn't for me. That situation was cool for that moment, but what did I learn from it? That situation was good for that season, or that person for that season, or that friendship, or that relationship, or that situationship, or whatever that looks like. It was good for that season. But what did I learn from it? And what can I take from them learnings and add it to my new friendships, marriage, employment, different businesses, personal and professional relationships. That's the thing that I'm learning. So in this new season, it's all about setting the foundation. Like I said, the new me is setting the foundation that can't be cracked. Can't be no crack in the foundation. That's what it's all about. It's not 2026 is a new year, new me. Nah, it's not that. It's me putting in the work now to where I can start building off my foundation. I laid the foundation first. And this is the first foundation. Like me going back and redoing and reshooting these podcasts. This is the first foundation. Not worried about what people think. Like that was one of my biggest issues when it comes to doing this show. Is what they gonna think? Is they gonna like it? Is it gonna be the perfect thing? Is it gonna be I want to get like 300,000 like followers or whatever. That's gonna come. Lay down the foundation first. This episode is the foundation. It's laying it down. And I'll be honest with y'all, I had a script that I was gonna read off of, but it's like, nah, speak from the heart. Like, I feel like speak from your journey, speak from your pain, speak from your trials and tribulations, and then you can work in whatever you want to work in later. But I want it to be raw and unfiltered. This is no takes. This is just like straight record and just speak your truth. Because this is my show. This is my journey. This is my foundational piece to lay down. This is the first brick that I'm putting on my mansion. This is the first brick that I'm putting on my place of peace. This is my promise to y'all to stay consistent. To be able to be consistent to myself, most importantly. Not to just y'all, just to myself. Don't let myself down. When I say I'm going to do something, do it. Don't say, oh, I'm going to do it, and then say, I'm going to do it tomorrow, and then tomorrow, and then tomorrow, and then tomorrow, and then tomorrow ends up being a year. Because it happens like that. You constantly be like, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow becomes a year. And then a year. And a year, you look up 5 years later, something that you thought was a great idea don't even matter no more because 5 years already passed. And what you could have did in those 5 years by laying foundation one day at a time and getting 1% better, that 1% will turn into 100%. As long as you are 1% better than you was yesterday, them percentages add up. So that's my goal, just to get 1% better. If I'm 1% better than I was yesterday, I'm winning. But I'll take 2 or 3% better than yesterday. But if I'm 1% better than I was yesterday, I'm in a great place. And I want you guys to really lock into that. Like, don't beat yourself up if something you planned, you didn't reach it tomorrow, the next day. Just go back and ask yourself before you go to bed night, like, was I 1% better today than I was yesterday? And if the answer is yes, that's progress. We all about progress over here. As long as we're moving forward, not backwards or standing still. And for the longest time, I've been standing still and sometimes moving backwards. And I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going to move forward and forward and forward every single day in my life. Because everybody that's around me, that's in my family, that's in my circle that loves me, they deserve the better me, period. They deserve that. I deserve that to get it to myself. I've been through so much hell. I deserve to have peace. I do. My kids deserve to have a father that's at peace, because then I can teach my kids how to be in peace. Like, how I'm gonna raise successful, strong kids out here if I'm in turmoil. I'm gonna teach them how to be in turmoil and in trauma and stuff like that. It starts with me, because my kids watch me. My wife watches me. So we just got to make sure that we're locked in on the prize. And the prize is different from everybody. The prize for me is peace. Because I feel like with peace that opens the floodgates to everything that I'm asking for. Like every single thing. Like once I do that, that just opened the floodgates, because when I got a peaceful mind, that's when I'm the most dangerous. And I ain't talking about in a bad way. I'm talking about dangerous. Like I can make moves that's gonna be very beneficial for me and my family and my household. If my mind is so cloudy, so judgment, it's just going like this all the time. Oh, just going so fast. How can I make smart decisions? I'm reacting on panic. I'm panicking. I'm not making smart decisions. I'm making a decision that's gonna change for that week or that month. I'm not making something that's gonna last a lifetime. That's gonna move the needle for my future self. Because I'm just so distraught. I'm so much in survival mode that I can't make a smart decision, because I'm just like, oh, I'm just tired of this. I can't do this no more. I'm just gonna leave this, leave this, leave this, leave this, leave this. But was it a smart idea to leave that at that time? It wasn't. I'm a living proof of that. I've made decisions not being in peace. I have. I've left jobs. I've left careers. I've made choices that me just acting out of turmoil and not in peace has, excuse my language, bit me in the ass. I'm gonna be honest with you, bit me in the ass. But now that my mind is clearer, I'm able to make better decisions now and move a little bit different now, because I understand that with every choice there's a consequence, whether it's good or bad. A lot of my consequences ain't really been that. I had some great ones, but some of them ain't been as good. But I'm learning that now, and the thing about it is, I'm looking myself in the mirror and I'm accepting it as a man. That's another thing you have to accept as a man. Like take it on the chin as a man or woman. Whatever decision that you make, stand on it, whether it's good or bad. It's on you. You made that decision, live with it and figure out how to get out of it. Don't sit there and don't blame. I was the one that used to play the victim. I used to always blame everybody, like, oh, this day fault, this day fault. Or if I would have did this, or if I wasn't panicking. No, it's on me. I take it on the chin. It's on me. That was my L. I take it. Because the beauty of it is when I come out of it, it's me that got me out of it. Can't nobody claim that. Because if I'm gonna blame them for that, for the bad, I gotta blame them for the good. But the funny part about it is they probably had nothing to do with the good. So I'm gonna take the blame for the bad and the good, because trust me, when I get to the good, it's all me. Ain't nobody did it. I did that. Ain't nobody put in the work. Ain't nobody slept the long hours. Ain't nobody sat here and cried in the dark and doubt theyself and question theyself and looked in the mirror and beat theyself up constantly and constantly and constantly. I did that. So when you sitting at home on your way to work, or sitting in the car about to do an 8 to 12 hour shift, ask yourself what you doing it for. And I ain't talking about just the bills. Like, what's the end game? Like, what's the end game? Like, ask yourself that. What's the plan? Ask yourself, look yourself in the mirror. I even write on the journal. Record yourself. Like, things I'm liking to do now. I like to record like my thoughts on video, and so I can go back and play it. Like, ask yourself, like, hey, what am I doing this for? Like, what is the end game? Like, is this gonna like take me to another moment? Is this gonna take me somewhere financially? Is this going to like help my mental? Like, really ask yourself, what is this? Like, what's the purpose of this? Like, really have a foundation. Like, that's what I'm doing. Like, I'm really having a foundation for this. Like, to really figure out what that I'm doing to get me to the next level. Because without it, I'm lost. Like, I'm lost. I've been lost for a very, very, very long time. I've been very lost. I've been out here just freestyling it. if that makes sense. That's how I'm freestyling it, taking it day to day. And it's one thing, like, my wife used to always hate that I used to say when she asked me, I'm like, oh, I'll figure it out. And in the reality, I ain't figuring it out. Like, she used to ask me that all the time. She was like, so what's your plan? Oh, I'll figure it out. And then I put it on the back burner with no game plan. Oh, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. It's just not going to work anymore. Like, especially of us getting older, as being parents and being partners and being husbands and being wives and things like that, we got to have a plan. You might not have the whole plan, but you got to start with something. You can't just say, I'm going to figure it out. You got to sit down and really think about it. You know, your life is your business. If you ever want to start a business, if you can't run your own life, how you gonna run a business? Like, let's really think about it. I used to be one of the ones. I was like, I want to have my own business, but if I'd had a business, it'd have failed. It would have failed because your life is your business. Your finances is your business. If you're not running any of those things properly, and I'm no finance guru or none of that, but I'm just saying if you can't run your life and you can't find a peace in your life, how you gonna run a business? Because eventually those two are going to collide because you ain't gonna be able to separate the two because your mind is so chaotic. That is the worst thing to have is a chaotic mind. And trust me, I've had a chaotic mind for over 36 years. My mind's been so chaotic. You know, negative thoughts, doubt, questioning everything I do. Is that the right thing? Am I doing the right thing? Is this the right thing? Like questioning everything. Like that's you know how crazy that is in your mind to question every single thing that you do. Like let's really think about that. Like every decision that you make, you're questioning it. You're like, is that good enough? Am I gonna screw myself in the end? Am I going to like blow it? Like that is nerve wracking as hell. It is. And that's what I was going through. But lately, I've been at peace. Like I'm getting there. I'm nowhere near where I need to be, but I'm not so chaotic. I'm moving with a different tone, you know? Like 2026 is gonna be a great year for your boy. I'm speaking into existence. And I don't even know what it has in store for me. But I know it's gonna be a great year because I'm gonna make it a great year. Nobody's gonna be able to stop me from making it except me. And I'm telling me that I'm not stopping me no more. I'm not. So I want you guys to do the same thing. Like tell yourself, because like I said, it's only you that can stop you. Stop holding yourself back. Stop blocking your blessings. Because you deserve everything that you deserve. You deserve everything that you are looking for. You deserve to live the life that you deserve to live, whatever that looks like for you. I can't tell you what your life looks like. I only can speak on what my life looked like. And I told you the things that I want my life to accomplish. I wanted my life to accomplish, and I am going for those things. I'm in locked in mode. Let me go ahead and just dominate so I can show what I can do. Now at this point, I'm just trying to press myself. I ain't even trying to press nobody no more. And that's not even to sound cocky or anything, because like a lot of opinions don't matter because they don't put food on my table or pay my bills. So it's like, hey, impress yourself. It's how you gonna impress everybody else if you can't impress yourself. So this is gonna be the end of the first episode of the rebrand of Let's Get Right podcast. I really appreciate every single last one of y'all that listened to it, from the one person to the 10th person, the 50th person. Like it's just one of those things. Like I just want to give y'all my raw truth. I really appreciate it. And like I always say, I love you. I'm proud of you. And let's get it.